Drama from day one. This is the league we want to watch.
Hey yo, welcome to the Premier League. You already know that we the techiest division that the world's ever seen. From 92 when it bossed on the scene. Mad goals, mad games, football like we had never seen. Man United were the first to win it. Steve Bruce double headers in them final minutes. Ferguson made it clear he never came to play. Ain't nobody wanted more even to this day. Hey, who remembers Arsenal's unbeatable run? I remember. Now I even talking the invincible one. Talking back in 02, back when Rooney came through. He was 16 and he shocked everyone, man.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Football Capital and welcome to another Premier League review show. Once again, I'm joined with Rami. We also got a special guest today, our good friend Ferdy, big Liverpool supporter. But yeah, we've got another weekend has gone of Premier League action. More controversy. Liverpool win again. United drop points. Arsenal drop points.
Liverpool winning is not a controversial thing.
It is.
I think we've gotten used to it now, man.
Yeah, it is.
I've gotten used to United losing too now.
But before we go on, I just want to touch just real quickly on just something to get off my chest. It is about Man United.
Of course.
It
has to be, but I mean, I don't blame you.
And last week, when we did our review show, obviously the Man United Wolves game was the next day, so we didn't get to touch on that. But I just want to touch on the whole penalty drama. All this outrage about Paul Pogba taking the penalty, the racial abuse he got. We also saw after the Europa League of Tammy Abraham getting racially abused after missing that penalty. I don't know how many times we have to speak about this whole racism thing, but like it has to stop.
We spoke about it last season as well.
We did. We spoke about it last season as well. But also just touching on that Paul Pogba penalty and all that drama that's happened. To be honest, a player's missed the penalty. He's missed the penalty. I don't know why this has to be dragged on for almost a week, literally to the kickoff of the Crystal Palace game. About how Rashford should have been taking the penalty, how Rashford has never missed a penalty. He's taken two penalties. This was his third penalty. Big deal. I was surprised that he took the penalty against Chelsea because Pogba's usually our penalty taker, for one. He's missed 4 out of the last 11. He scored 2 of them from a rebound anyways. And what's the big deal? It was a good penalty. The keeper saved it. I do not know why. And this is United fans, yeah? These are our fans. Blowing this up or after the penalty miss, get rid of Pogba. Why isn't Rashford taking it? And look, all that whole pressure, all the whole hype around this just a stupid penalty. Rashford steps up against Palace and he misses it. Yeah, he didn't even get on target.
It's just one of those things as well. If Pogba would have scored it, we wouldn't be having this
That's exactly right. We wouldn't be having this conversation.
But the most disappointing part is, and the Empire touched on this as well, when Abraham missed that penalty, what he was upset about the most is this is a young English player that we should be celebrating. Like, he's coming through the ranks so far this season.
Yeah.
He's been shining basically for Chelsea as well.
And they bring up that rubbish about racial comments.
Yeah, that's right.
And what's funny, they want to be racial, and I'm not being racial anyway, but Rashford took it the week after, like you said.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And now he copped abuse too. Like, I think, and you know what it is? All these pundits, they're just exploiting this situation for no reason, and it's the Man United legends, like people like Gary Neville, they keep talking shit, you know, about especially players like Pogba, and even more so when Mourinho was there, about some of our players. I'm like, these are our legends, and man, we're starting to hate some of the shit you're saying. Like, the only person that is real when it comes to the whole punditry thing is Ian Wright. And every time he speaks about a situation, he always says, all these legends, United legends, you got to back your players. Yeah. No matter whether it's Pogba, Martial, whether it's Lingard or you know, Rashford.
These are players that would have looked up to these guys when they grew up.
To the United fans as well, you got to back our players. You got to back the team.
And it's so much easier to be talking from the outside as well. They don't really know what's going on.
100%. And like, we want a player. For us, we need Paul Pogba to stay in this team. Definitely. If we lose Pogba in this, the next, well, the European window hasn't closed yet, so we lose Pogba, we're fucked. We can't replace anyone. We don't got any quality in any of the outfield players. He's pretty much our only world class player out there, and we lose him, and
he's pretty much our own creative player.
And he all stems from the fans. If the fans are giving him this vibe that, man, we don't want you here, then of course he's not going to want. He's not going to want.
Many clubs that would open their doors to him. Many clubs.
And I think we touched on that topic as well, where you guys, like for United, they're not playing him in that attacking role where he should be playing. That's where he shines.
He should be playing as a 10.
Yeah,
He's sitting deep as a 6 and 8. We're using him to. Look,
he's not that sort of player.
We'll get into that Crystal Palace game while we're having a chat about this.
Well, look,
It's-
exactly like you said. So in the Crystal Palace game, he played as a deeper role, and you saw him deeper, nothing threatening up high.
Exactly.
Yeah, and then you see the subs happen like 85th minute. Mata comes on in that 10 role. It's too late for it. Not enough impact. The subs happen way too late. I
Even in
think
the Wolves game, Ollie waited
88th minute, whatever it
88th
was.
minute to make substitutions. I think this game against Palace, Ollie got the.
It was a managerial. I think it was a managerial error.
He got the formation, the starting lineup wrong. We knew this is probably, bar maybe Newcastle, probably the second worst team that's going to come to Old Trafford this season, from what we've seen so far. Lingard shouldn't have been starting because you knew that they're going to sit back.
Yeah.
Lingard's not a starting player anyway.
Exactly. I was going to say, what was he really offered? I think
but-
I saw a stat the other day. He hasn't really had any assists or
all
goals in
them-
the last
all
how many
them-
games?
they were
Yeah, like
numbers.
10 games.
10 games.
But that's
Oh,
fine because off
what
the
he does
ball-
off the ball is great.
Yeah,
But
that goal,
he's a
don't
squad
tell me that
rotational
goal,
player. He's not a starting
100%.
player.
Exactly.
But that goal that we scored against Wolves,
Yeah.
he was a big part of that. So he's also part of the build-up. I do agree he shouldn't be starting every game.
Yeah.
But this is the team, Crystal Palace, that you knew Roy Hodgson was going to come and sit back.
Sit back.
You need to change the squad around. You need to put in someone like Mata that can hopefully break through into them lines.
Creative player,
You
yeah.
need some creative plays in there.
And definitely their goals came from nothing. Like that
Oh, yeah,
first
it was-
goal.
yeah.
Like you guys were pretty much not so much dominating, but you were the better team.
Better
on the park.
team, and then all it took was one long
One
ball.
attack.
And one long
One long
exactly.
ball. Lindelof misjudged it, I think.
Yeah,
Largely.
He lost
yeah.
the drill. He lost the
I
aerial
think he
drill.
I
largely
think he was just
misjudged
trying to
it.
get there. He knew
He jumped
couldn't
up
get
for
there.
it
I
and
think-
one on
yeah.
away. And great finish as well.
Yeah, but I think it was in that first goal. There was a combination of a lot of things. A couple minutes before that, Luke Shaw is feeling his hamstring
Yeah.
and he comes back on.
Yeah.
How
And he
are
comes
you
off
gonna
again.
run off? How are you gonna run off a hamstring? Once you feel it, don't even bother. That he should have got subbed. Should have brought Ashley Young on. Whoever
Ashley Young
came on.
ended up coming, yeah.
But whoever you're gonna bring him on straight away. When that ball came over the top, I think it was Maguire that was covering for Ashley.
Covering
Young, Shaw.
And then Lindelof was out of
And
position.
Lindelof is out of position, and then, or even if Maguire was there, he could have at least dropped in and covered it when Lindelof
One on,
was
one
there.
off. Yeah.
So things like this, and Ollie's got to take responsibility for.
He let him run back on. I couldn't believe it.
You can't. You got to take these players off straight away.
But at the end of the day as well, he's not so much as an experienced man to take over as well. So he's
Yeah,
probably
no.
learning through the process. So
Yeah, but like things
he
like
seems to be the person to be
Yeah.
learning from his sort of
Oh,
mistakes.
he's still he's in the learning process.
There's one situation to get, all right, you got the lineup wrong or you got your tactics wrong, but when someone is injured and it's
Yeah.
you're
That
feeling
part,
a
yeah.
hamstring, there's you can't run off a hamstring.
And you kind of have
Simple as
some
that.
sort of
It's-
responsibility
yeah.
for the player to bring him off, further injury.
And we saw it towards the end of the match. Martial was stuck on the field because he was injured. He was stuck there.
Yeah. So
And then,
hopefully he's not out for long,
they were
otherwise
attacking
he
down
would-
that left flank again. He's probably our most creative outlet player out wide. So
Look,
Shaw's now injured. Martial's now injured.
Hopefully he's not out
We
for
only
long,
signed Maguire and Wan-Bissaka.
Daniel James as well.
Daniel James,
Yeah,
but
but
Daniel
Dan-
James was he's a project player.
He shouldn't be. Daniel James is
Why
not
is he
starting
starting?
player. Like,
Lindelof and him should be in the bench. It shouldn't be them both starting. It should be Mata should be, I think, definite starting. And I don't know, man. This needs to be some fixing up.
we don't go to a right winger.
We don't.
If we lose Sanchez now, we lose that option. We are screwed.
Well, that is probably the only right wing option that you guys have got.
Because I think you were saying, but when he was at Barca,
Yeah.
he was playing that position on
And
the
he was
right.
starting for
freak.
Barcelona.
He was a freak
He was
at
a
Barcelona.
starter
Even in Arsenal, scored most of his goals on the right.
from the right wing as well.
So now, if we get rid of him, this is where Ollie has to put his foot down and go, no, we're not going to get. We can't get rid of him because we can't afford
Yeah,
it.
but start giving the guy game time.
Yeah, that's
Exactly.
what I mean.
So
He has to.
and the
Don't
problem,
bring him on for the last 30 minutes and expect him to do something.
No, the problem that kills me about Man United, and we've done this so many times in the past, and we did it with so many players where we have a player and we're like, oh, he's not a United player, but you gave him like 2-3 minutes here and there, 5-10 minutes here and there. Let the guy give game time, give him consistent starts, 1, 2, 3. If after a few games he's terrible, okay, then you can put your foot down and say, all right, this player's not for us. But you can't.
Not even after a couple
No,
of games.
not
You
even.
got to give him. You got to give him time.
But you can't do
adjust
15
it.
minutes, 20 minutes, 15 minutes, and expect, oh, he's not for United. Like it happened with Memphis, it happened with Mkhitaryan to some extent, and now it's happened with Sanchez. It's just
It's happened to a lot of players. And now look, again, like we were saying, we can't get rid of him. Obviously Pogba, if the fans give him this vibe that they don't want him and he pushes to leave, you got to give him maybe a little bit of respect that he stayed a bit quiet the last couple of weeks after he came back from his holiday. He hasn't really been out there saying he wants to, like, making it obvious that he wants to leave.
I don't know. We got rid of Lukaku as well. We had him up front.
We've seen we haven't even replaced someone like Lukaku.
That's why you guys are utilising Martial up front at the moment.
Yeah,
So-
but see, the thing is,
there's no one to create.
We could have had
Exactly.
Rashford and Martial out wide with Lukaku up high, Mata behind him.
That's why that didn't
Sanchez
make
coming
sense
on.
Yeah, but not even
all
that,
this is gone. Like,
you could have brought in your Bruno Fernandes, someone that with a little bit of creativity, give the money for someone like Christian Eriksen.
yeah.
Now that 90 million that Dortmund were asking for Sancho looks cheap now because he's killing
brilliant.
it. He's killing it over there.
Looks brilliant.
Give him the money. Yeah, he's 19. Take the gamble.
risk.
You know there's going to be a resale value after. If it doesn't work
19.
out, he's 19. There will be a resale
There's still a
value.
lot of
You
development.
get something. You get some money back for it.
Absolutely.
But we have no creativity in the midfield, and that's what's killing us at the moment. But then again, I don't want to take too much time on United. But what do you think for the rest of the season or going forward? Now we've got Southampton this weekend.
I reckon, personally, I'd give Greenwood a start.
Yeah.
I think it's time. I don't care 17 or not. Someone in front of goals that looks really dangerous. Yeah, right now I'm sorry. Rashford's a star. Yeah, he's a good player, but remove Rashford's pace from him at the moment. He's looking like he's lacking quite a lot at the moment. So for me, give Greenwood a start. Give it a try. I think give Mata a start. And bring players off the bench like Lingard. Don't start him. Bring him off the bench as rotator. Because when Lingard comes off the bench, we've seen him.
Yeah.
He's fast and energetic. When he comes off the bench, it's
There's
just
certain games you play people
Absolutely.
like Lingard. I know a lot of people give him a lot of stick that, like you were saying about their 4 goals, 2 assists, and like how long and all that bullshit. But still, his build-up play. You put him on when you're versing teams like Liverpool, like Chelsea, like Arsenal that you know they're not gonna sit back.
Yeah,
So you try and hit him on the counter attack.
Pre-season, I was saying when we sat with Seba here, I was saying I reckon he's one of the players we should get rid of, and you said no, he's a good squad rotational player.
He's not a starter.
He's not a starter.
Personally, I still would have got rid of him, but in this squad right now, he's very important
yeah.
because we didn't sign anyone.
You're not gonna replace
But
him
this is
anyways.
back then when I was saying I wanted to sign players. So look, I think so. I think if Greenwood will start, play the youngsters, and please, for God's sakes, play Delo instead of Young. I can't see Young.
Delo injured is better than Young.
Yeah, play Delo injured.
He got twisted up.
Chop his leg off.
He got twisted up about 3 times, 4 times by the
He doesn't have the pace no more.
No,
He
it's
just
not
doesn't
that.
have
He's
the
just
pace.
Young's never had much
He
over
can't.
it.
He can't defend. He
Yeah.
can't defend. He's always.
Well,
that
he
position.
started off as a left winger.
Where's Valencia?
Valencia's. We got rid of him.
Didn't he go to Turkey?
Bring him back, bro.
America.
Bring
South
Valencia.
America.
Bro, he was always good. He was like.
Nah, he lost that at one point too.
He'll get outside the
Well,
box.
how
and
old is he,
start
what,
up,
35,
start up.
34?
Yeah, he's gone.
Yeah.
It's done. It's done.
Anyway,
Anyways, that's it about United.
props to Crystal Palace.
You're pretty happy
I'm pretty happy.
how United's going.
Yeah.
You're pretty happy with how Liverpool's going.
I'm happy with Liverpool. United at the moment, one thing you guys touched on was basically that out and out striker. And I think that's something that we struggle with as well. And I think we were talking about it before in regards to Firmino, where that guy gives so much to the team. Like he contributes so much, but he's not that number 9 role.
He's a false 9. He drops in.
Exactly.
He's a brilliant player.
But you guys,
Unbelievable player,
with your 3 up front, does it really matter if you don't? I think you guys might need a proper number 9.
Yeah.
But when you got
Which I believe Origi,
I reckon your first
Origi
signing,
can
your first signing should be a central midfielder.
absolutely.
Someone you haven't replaced Coutinho yet.
I want that creative midfielder in there to create. Like what did Coutinho do? Like right at the moment, our midfield is great, but he gave us that extra flair.
Yeah.
Like when the games were quiet, he
I
creates
just don't
something out of
care.
nothing.
I just don't think. In my opinion, players like Ronaldo, Fabinho, and Henderson, to be honest,
They're
don't.
too safe.
Yeah.
They're too
Sideways,
safe. Yeah.
play the easy ball,
Yeah.
play the But someone like Coutinho, I was telling you off camera that. To me, I think Christian Eriksen looks like a Liverpool player, especially the
He
way
should
that
be.
Jurgen Klopp sets out the way his system is. He would definitely fit Liverpool perfectly in that creative that 10 role. But you guys demolished Arsenal this week. Arsenal got off to a good start, winning 2 from 2. So did you guys.
And we spoke last week about how this is going to be a test for Liverpool, and they stepped up in the big
I
stage.
just think.
They had the first 2 games that weren't that difficult.
Yeah.
I thought Arsenal. Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah.
I thought Arsenal were gonna come out a lot better than they did.
Yeah.
When I think Emery got it completely wrong with his tactics. You're trying to play out from the back with the best pressing team in the competition.
The whole game as well.
The whole game.
The whole game.
And you never skipped lines once, maybe 1 or 2 times, but everything was just playing out from the back. And then you had Salah, you had Mane. Like, yeah, we know what you're doing.
But that's what Arsenal's problem has been for a while now. Is that like beginning of the season, like you guys said, they started off well, but they look well from the midfield to the forwards.
Yeah.
That defense line is
Yeah.
something they just it's
middle
been their
to
problem
attacking
for a while
third.
now.
Yeah.
Like they've strengthened their team. Like that Pep guy, like
Pepe.
Pepe. From what we've seen so far, we haven't seen much, but like he's got something.
He does.
He's got something to offer for that team as well.
He had a few good chances against you guys. He had to hit us with the box.
Well, he beat Virgil van Dijk for the first time in 50 games.
Yeah, that's the most stupid stat.
Yeah,
But that-
stupid.
Like when I saw that come out, like you know what? It's a good stat to have.
I don't know
if
if
you're
it's, I
Virgil
don't know
van
if it's
Dijk.
Liverpool fans that came up with this stupid
But
stat.
what do you
Hey,
determine
But
whether or not?
he's the best defender in the world anyways. You don't
Yeah,
need that
exactly.
statistic.
Yeah,
You
he's
don't
the
need
best
that
defender in the world.
statistic.
But can
he
I
gives
just
that
say-
flair. He gives
Yeah.
that flair to Arsenal.
Can I just say though, the biggest thing for me is I think Mohamed Salah is shutting the critics up with the whole one season wonder.
Yeah,
But it's third season in,
yeah.
and
You were saying it was a one season, one the last.
Shut
year.
me.
Yeah.
I said before
Well,
last season.
it's hard not
started,
to say that as well. Like that first
Well,
season, who's gonna have a season like that?
No one.
No
But the
one's
thing
gonna
is,
have a
this
season like
season
that.
now, you see him against Arsenal, man. The way he went forward in that last
Yeah.
goal,
Yeah.
and the way he just drove and skinned, he
And
just
calm.
jogged past him,
And what a great
back
penalty.
stick.
I think
He
Pogba and
smashed
Rashford
the
should
penalty,
be.
yeah.
Pogba and Rashford
What
should
was
be
that,
taking
bro?
it.
Left foot side top corner.
I was saying
Cobwebs,
last week
cobwebs.
that one thing you guys looked a bit shaky against Southampton last week.
Oh yeah, they had that
And
one
what I
counter
thought, I'm
attack.
like, Salah was kind of missing in that game.
Yeah, but don't forget he's coming back from the African Nations
Yeah,
Cup
yeah.
as well.
But,
Like he looks pretty good for a guy that hasn't really rested as much.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think we were discussing before as well that for me, unbelievable player. Obviously, 'cause I'm Egyptian, I love him even more.
Yeah.
But if he just learns to release that ball a little bit more earlier or pass the ball, like for
Yeah.
example, like again we discussed it with Barcelona last year when he didn't play that semi-final and we won 4-0. If he was playing that game, I don't believe we would have won by 4 goals because he's always looking for that goal. But if he adds that little bit of play to his game, man,
Yeah.
you could
unbelievable.
more assists to his name as
Exactly.
well.
I rate him,
But I
bro.
was saying last week that he doesn't. From what I've seen in the last 2 seasons, he doesn't really show up in the big games.
Yeah.
And this is one tick against Arsenal. If you want to say one of the big 6 teams,
Yeah.
he's now scored 2 goals, 2 great goals, 1 penalty, 1 individual.
Maybe
goal.
that's his next step this
Yeah.
season.
That's what it is. If he
But
performs
don't forget,
against the bigger
if he
teams,
doesn't score assists against these big teams, he still offers
Yeah.
a whole lot to
Yeah.
the team
But
moving
any
forward.
team in the Premier League would
Pressure,
love to have him.
yeah.
where do you guys, as a Liverpool supporter, obviously it's you and City. I think everyone's kind of said it.
I said that pre-season.
I'll be honest, man. And
Where do you go? What do you
He's
guys
over it.
need?
He doesn't want to say it again because he can't think
it's,
about it.
it's not that we're not going to win, but when you watch City play against anyone, whether it's
It's like
a bottom
P2,
team or a top team, we were saying before, you were saying that it looks like they're training. It looks like they're taking the piss.
Looks like a training
It looks
session,
easy,
man.
man. And I'll still like every time we come against City, we do very well, but we're playing like everything. They're leaving everything out there. But the City players, when you take someone off, who do you got coming off?
They've
the
got
bench?
another 10 guns on the bench. And you know
So,
what?
That's the problem with them. Yeah, they got quality everywhere, and I think both. Just from watching the first 3 games, last year both solid in the back. I think
Yeah.
you both look now shaky in the back. Liverpool more so. I think last week maybe if Ings got that goal,
Yeah.
it could have been a draw.
Oh, last
But,
in the end.
But
But our keepers are like that's just a tradition at the moment.
Adrian-
Alisson went for this
yeah.
for the same thing where we tried kicking it out and it went in, and Adrian went for the same thing. Alisson went for the same thing last year.
Yeah.
So
so, what you're saying is you're winning the league.
Did Mignolet ever do that?
Mignolet,
Mignolet was throwing him back in.
He's launching the goals. Blah, blah, blah.
And then when the other guy carries.
me, I didn't know which goal was defending him.
But look, on the topic, so I mean, it's hard to say, but
Yeah. Man, we're gonna push it as far as we can, as we always do.
look, last year you guys were the
With
best
no
second
signings
place
as well.
team.
With no signings, but man, this is our thing. We haven't had that season where we're always coming close. And we always fumble those few games. Like last year, it was like 3 games in a row where we had West Ham, Leicester,
Everton,
and Everton.
you drew.
Games like we should have won at least 2 out of those 3 games. We
And
drew
with
all of them.
City played before you, so you already knew.
Exactly.
You already knew that if we win this game, we're 4 points.
In
What
Christmas,
was the point difference? Like
In
5
Christmas, you guys were
No.
11 ahead.
No,
No. I
10.
think that was the season before.
No,
Roger.
last year.
Yeah.
It was,
It was
like
9, it was
10
11.
points, 10, no,
10,
I think 10.
10 or
Was it
11
10?
points
10
ahead
ahead,
in Christmas.
yeah.
Oh, that was within a game in hand. I think it was like 9 or 8.
And then
altogether.
Christmas period hit and you copped the Arsenal disease.
That's the thing. Like we always come. January comes along and we just struggle for that month of January. I don't know why.
Why don't you? Do you guys think you need players in January when the window comes in?
I honestly believe, like after winning the Champions League as well, I wanted to see at least one superstar come in. Like I was thinking, I really thought we were going to get Dybala. Him in that number 10 role.
Yeah.
We get an out and out striker.
Yeah.
Man, get like get a few players, put them on the bench. I'm not asking for
So
superstars.
you know what? I
but-
think Klopp knows what he's doing, man.
Absolutely, you can't question him now.
If Klopp was
Yeah,
my
but
manager, bro, I'd let him do him.
Right now, you can't question him. And you know what?
See,
If you're
for
a
me,
player, you'd
yeah.
want to play for a manager like that.
Yeah, of course. But you know what? We touched on
He's
things.
still got more hugs than trophies.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
You still have more
Still
hugs.
But you still want a hug from him, bro. Straight.
I wish I had hugs with my trophy.
Bundesliga waves a 2-2 draw at Burnley away.
I swear.
But look, we'll go over quickly some of the other games. Aston Villa got their first win of the season.
Absolutely.
Grealish gets that record, the unwanted record out of the
Breaks
way.
that record. He lost the last 20 games,
20
whatever it was.
We had
Chelsea do it tough against Norwich.
Oh,
And again,
yeah,
we saw
again.
Pookie step it up.
Pookie again, mate.
This
He's-
Pookie is killing it, huh?
Yes.
But what about like Abraham? We're talking about that as well.
Yeah,
For a kid to come through, where he was at Aston Villa last season,
he was on loan to Villa.
and he
yeah.
killed it, didn't he?
Yeah, 23 goals.
He
I think,
smashed it
10
last
assists,
season, and for him to come into a team where no one expected him to be part of the Chelsea team, but I guess with the transfer ban that's
Transfer
going on,
ban, yeah.
he's come in. Lampard, bless his soul, has given this kid faith and put him onto the field. He's repaying him back basically. I actually enjoy watching him. Like for a young talent coming up.
Against
Yeah.
United, the first
And
round,
the
when he
way-
broke that crossbar in half, I'm like, this guy's going to do good this
Yeah,
season.
man.
And the way he took that first finish, I think Mason Mount put the Aspilicueta.
Mount's
Yeah.
doing good too, but
And first time, just bang, bottom corner, and then even Mason Mount scores a second. I think I'll put him as one of the breakthrough players this season, one of the young breakthrough
yeah, I
players.
think so too.
Look, these players, and this is where I think I still think Chelsea are going to struggle this season overall. I don't think they're going to make the top 6. I think they'll drop out and come 7th. But I think with a few players next year,
It's a project. It's not a one-year
with
project.
all these young players that he's got, I think Lampard will do alright. And I don't think no matter what he comes 10th, 7th, 3rd, 4th, I don't think they'll get rid of him.
That's what I'm
Because
hoping.
they know that this is a couple year plan, 3-year plan.
Yeah.
And this first year it has to be like a
It's more of a rebuild. Like
Yeah.
he's coming in to rebuild the club.
Oh, it's a brand new start.
Yeah.
They lost Hazard,
Yeah.
who's been dominating for
And
them how many years
have-
now?
couldn't-
And it's just
couldn't
the worst
replace him.
timing.
How do you
as well.
replace Hazard? Well, the thing for me is players like Willian need to step up.
Yeah.
He's been off. He's
Yeah,
taken-
but he's been coming on. Like he came on the last 10, 15 minutes on last game.
but Willian,
maybe the South
Copa America? Yeah.
but Willian a couple of years ago, I was
But
looking at him like, this
still-
guy's a freak, man.
Yeah,
Bro, I
but-
wanted him. He was close to Tottenham. He was close to Liverpool. Then he signed for
United as well,
Chelsea
I think.
and United.
like last season. I
He'd
think
be
I
a
was
gun
trying to
player, man.
So anyway,
They look shaky in the back.
Yeah,
Chelsea.
they do.
So I think good up front.
I
they can get
I
some
still
goals.
don't understand the whole Alonso situation. We've spoken about that week in, week out.
What do you think about Alonso? Because I think he was alright.
He was one of the best
I just
out
feel
wide.
like Chelsea fans don't rate him.
Azpilicueta's out wide now, and they have.
Because Zuma.
Zuma, I don't rate Zuma.
But yeah,
Already?
put
I don't rate
Azpilicueta
him.
back in and put Alonso out wide.
Didn't he Azpilicueta start in centre back for Chelsea when he first
Originally.
came to the club?
Yeah,
and
Alonso
he
was
done
out
great,
wide.
man. Imagine having a centre back with that pace as well and that creativity, and he knows how to pass the ball from the back
Alonso
as
was
well.
out wide. That's right.
But Alonso, man, for me, Alonso, like he's always been consistent at Chelsea.
Yeah.
Like,
And then recently they stopped playing him
Yeah,
completely.
no,
They just stopped. And I'm
I-
like,
I
all right,
don't get
maybe
it.
it was the old manager, but now
Chelsea
Lampard's-
fans, let us know why he's in
Let us know,
Yeah.
man. Anyway, the next game we saw Brighton lose at home. A 10-man Brighton lose at home to
What a
Southampton.
tackle that.
That was
That red
disgusting.
card.
That was disgusting.
he was asking for it.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
Disgusting. Anyway, we touched on the United game already. Watford again losing at home, this time to West Ham. And we said West Ham got slapped in the first game against City,
Yeah.
but we said watch West Ham space.
But West Ham in
They're
the
gonna
first
do
game,
good.
they still played well. But like we go back
against
to it,
City,
yeah.
yeah.
Well,
but
I
we
just
go
look
back
at
to
their
it, City were
lineup.
just too good.
I look at their lineup, man. Some of the players they've got, man, it's just unbelievable.
No, I think West Ham had probably one of the best transfer windows out of most Premier League clubs this season as well.
They did. Definitely better than
What
United.
about Burnley, Barnes? Like we discussed this before the game. Like he's having an absolute flyer to
And
the
Burnley
start.
overall, they're just having a good game, good season
Yeah.
so far. And if they can emulate the season, not last year, but the season before, where they were pushing, they were top
Yeah.
4 for a while, and then they just dropped off. But
Well, Wolves.
Ashley Barnes and Wood,
I love Wolves,
they're
man.
killing it.
Yeah, but Wolves again, man.
Yeah.
Wolves again
They
started
just
slow
got
this
away
season.
with it,
It'll take time. I mean, last
What's that?
season they had a
They
bit of
got
a
3
season.
draws in a row now.
Yeah, I think so. One of them was against United.
Yeah.
So then you touched on that. We'll go, and then we went Sheffield United fell short to Leicester. What do you think about Leicester this year? I wanted to ask everyone's opinion on Leicester this year.
I reckon they
Leicester look good this year.
they're good.
Bro, Leicester's always going to be that team that is dangerous to verse.
Yeah.
Over away or at
Inconsistent
home.
as well, but
Yeah.
I reckon they'll be the teams that they'll against a Sheffield they'll get a lucky win or
Yeah.
lose.
But against
then
the big
against the big
teams,
teams,
Yeah.
they step it up. And what's his name? Jamie Vardy scores against scores that goal, and I think he's from Sheffield United.
Yeah.
Actually, Sheffield. He's from Sheffield, so he gave them a bit of stick when he scored the goal. And I think
And
you know
how old
what,
is he
coming
now?
Vardy.
He's in his 30s.
maybe just.
Yeah.
Maybe just. But I think in this game, it was the first shot Jamie Vardy had on target so far this season.
But that's right. But you know what?
And this is the first time they ever played in the Premier League. This fixture.
These fixture, I think.
They've never played ever.
No
Yeah, yeah,
way.
the Premier League,
Yeah,
these
never.
fixtures. This is the
That's
first
insane.
time it's
Never
ever played in
happened.
the.
You know what I mean? But I think Jose Perez was a brilliant addition for Leicester. He was gone for Newcastle last season. Come in. But I think Leicester's one to watch for, man. Be
Yeah, they got
surprised.
Madison's killing
You know what I
it.
mean?
The way he whips in the ball,
They've-
apparently they're
they've-
saying he's like David Beckham and.
He does whip him in nice, man. And last year, all we saw was assists for him. Assist central, yeah? But look, you know, Leicester's won the Premier League. So we'll just...
More times than you guys. More times than you guys. That's for sure.
Now, again, we spoke about Man City against Bournemouth, yeah? Training session.
Yeah. But what about that goal by Wilson? Harry Wilson.
Brilliant goal.
Of
Beautiful
course, you have to
goal.
mention him.
I have to
Why
mention
you have to
him,
mention
man.
him for?
Hey, he's a young talent as well. That we
Wait,
should be
he's
looking
a
out for as
Liverpool
well.
player. He's a Liverpool
He's a young
player.
talent
Bro,
as
he's,
well.
he's won as many titles as Gerrard.
Yeah.
It's all good. It's
And
all
he
right.
did well last year as well. Like,
No, but you know what? Look, the thing we spoke about Man City, literally training sessions, it's training ground stuff. Yeah. To burn me even more, they have Mahrez on the bench. They have Jesus on the bench. They've got they're bringing players on like Rodrigo from the bench.
It's
They've
like-
got all these guns, and I don't know what the controversy with whole Sane is happening.
He's injured.
he's injured.
Yeah,
He's out for the season.
Oh, the injury that happened.
Yeah,
That's
ACL.
right.
Yeah.
So you got Sane's not even there.
Yeah.
De Bruyne, you can tell he wasn't there
Oh,
last
De
season because
Bruyne.
he's a freak. He's
I've
a
always
freak.
said it. I've got a man crush on that guy. Like the way he
This guy,
creates
man.
on the field, man. Like
He's
it,
very good, right? He's Liverpool, man. I mean, they'll do anything to get close to that trophy. I'm sure that Liverpool fans.
But yeah, man, like Man City, unbelievable,
Yeah.
yeah. And we talk about Man United don't have midfielders. You look at Man City squad, yeah. They've got Silva, they've got Bernardo and David Silva, Gundogan, Rodrigo coming off the bench, De Bruyne, all central midfielders, and we've
That's
got
why-
McTominay.
Yeah, McTominay.
and what about Sterling? You have to mention Sterling.
Sterling's the best English player in the world right now.
Right now.
And to me, the players to watch out for, dangerous-wise, out wide, is him and Salah. And they're the players you've got to watch out for. And they're the players that make the biggest differences to teams. Yeah. Now, Walker for me was a big talking point in their game.
Yeah.
Brilliant player. Very lucky to not get red card in the game. Two very heavy fouls. Should have got yellow card
One
for
of them,
both.
yeah,
Is
Got away
VAR
with it.
involved in that at all in regards to
Oh,
fouls?
of course they are.
No,
No, of course.
How's
yeah,
it- how's it-
if the ref
no,
wants
if
it to be.
it's only involved if it's a straight red. They can overturn a red card. They can't overturn yellows.
No.
But what if there was a missed tackle or anything like that? They wouldn't bring it to the ref's attention on the field, obviously.
No.
Or-
I don't know. And I think in the World Cup it was like that.
Yeah, I remember in the World Cup there was a call where they went
Matic,
back to it.
the Serbia, I think it was one
Yeah.
of the Serbia games. But anyway, I don't know. But again, VAR, starting to get bored of this. Really, it feels like City are copying it every week.
Yeah.
And every week it's gonna be the same story. We're gonna be talking about VAR and
Happened against
Like-
Tottenham, the controversy.
yeah. But here, I think for me, David Silva goes down. Yeah, he gets caught. In my opinion, gets caught. And I think you're saying it was the same penalty that Wolves got.
Who's got it last night?
Yeah, Wolves got the same penalty.
In the 88th minute or
They
was
go-
it the 90th, something like that?
97th minute.
98.
90th minute. They go to review it, and it's obvious that the defender steps on his foot, and because it's not, I don't even understand. He goes, oh, they can only overturn his decision if it's clear and obvious. How clear
I
and
think it
obvious
was, yeah, exactly.
do you want it to be? And this is the problem. Every week we're going to be talking about VAR.
We hate
and it-
VAR.
But the United game.
I hate VAR.
And you know what, man? As a Liverpool fan, I was worried about VAR coming because how
Oh,
many
you guys
lucky
gonna
calls
put-
did we
last
get? Last year
year-
we got like offside goals.
I'm glad you said it.
Yeah. Like I can
It's
admit
true.
that.
It's but
But City have been copying it this year. Absolutely.
Badly.
Tottenham as well have copped a bad call. I
what
think
about United? Rashford got brought. Martial got brought down into
Yeah.
the box. Last man, no red card.
Last
no
week
penalty.
against Wolves, we had a penalty, and the guy standing inside the circle.
yeah.
Yeah, so you're not bringing that back, but
Bring
you
it
brought,
back.
See, they need to be consistent with it. If they're gonna bring it in, be consistent.
That's the problem.
that's
what I
mean.
Consistency is the problem.
So it's so
you want to be
annoying.
shit, but be consistently shit.
Yeah.
I don't mind
That's
that.
it, yeah.
Don't pick and choose your battles. Because you know what? Now I feel like they can control the results.
That's what annoys me.
It's
That's what
something
annoys me
control.
about the whole VAR thing. It's more. We understand, like, for example, what was the Arsenal goal that was disallowed that worked well as well because there was a handball. Great call. VAR came in, that was needed. But like we were discussing before, that Sterling offside, I still won't get over that.
Yeah.
Like that's when I was like,
armpit hair still offside.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
like that's unfair, man. Like his whole body.
There's no. You're not getting no advantage from that anyway.
Exactly.
There's no advantage from like you're that much offside. Really,
And
there's
his
no advantage.
feet, like everything's behind that offside line. That's just that little arm and how they drew the line. Like, no, this is going to create a problem.
Look, we could talk about VAR all day, but look,
We're going to be talking about it the whole season now.
Yeah.
I think
And it's gonna,
so.
Just like,
I reckon we should start a VAR show.
just on VAR.
On this week on VAR.
But it's gonna look, to be honest, just like when it got brought into the A League the first season, and they couldn't get calls right. It's gonna kill it.
Yeah.
A lot of people have stopped watching the A League.
Yeah.
Because they're over all these stupid calls. In the grand final, Melbourne victory versus Newcastle, you've got 4 players offside. You got it wrong because the VAR all of a sudden wasn't working. And like you're saying,
They're controlling the result.
Are you controlling the result?
This week we want this team to win. All right, let's you know what I mean. That's what it feels like. Anyway, look, the last match of the round again was props to Man City. I think it's a Man City Liverpool battle this season again. But the last game of the week was a very shocking one. We saw Newcastle winning away to Tottenham. Now what's going on there? I don't know.
They look flat, man, so far.
Well, Tottenham didn't
This
sign a
year,
player
they look
again. Like
flat.
Tottenham needed to sign players also. The
they
transfer window this year in the Premier League from the big clubs was poor.
Yeah,
Man City didn't sign much.
they don't need to.
But I'm just saying, they don't
Yeah.
need to. That's fair enough. Chelsea brought in a lot, but that's because they had to replace a lot of youngsters.
But they
Arsenal
don't have
did
a
the
transfer
best.
ban.
They got a ban.
They got a
a
ban.
ban, yeah.
Arsenal did the best by far.
Yeah.
Signing in, but then you saw Man United, nothing. Liverpool, nothing. Tottenham, nothing.
Yeah, but
I honestly thought Tottenham were going to sign
Arsenal,
someone.
Arsenal brought in like out of the top 6, maybe on the best. Had the
But
best
still
transfer
wasn't good
window.
enough.
But you bring in Pepe, you bring in
Luiz.
Ceballos, but like you're not fixing your problems.
Yeah.
And here's what happened with United: you bring in players like back in when we had Pogba, Ibrahimovic. You bring these players, but you still got
You guys
Smalling
couldn't bring
and
in
Jones.
attackers, but the defense wasn't
Smalling
looked
and
at.
Jones, you still got the same defense when Ferguson was here. You know what I mean? So
3
we're
of
not-
them, Young, Small, and Jones.
And
Still
you're
there.
not. Look at Klopp. What was his problem? They were scoring 5-6 goals and conceding
Conceding,
3 goals. He goes, all right, I'm gonna have to sort out my backline. Brought in Alisson, got in Van Dijk, and then he brought
Alexander
in
Arnold and-
Alexander Arnold brought them in.
Robinson.
Robinson got him in. Alexander Arnold from the academy got him in. They started more consistent games. And look at him now. And now
And
the next
Matip.
window,
Matip's
yeah,
been covering that centre
that's
back
right.
role pretty well.
And that's what I mean. You got rid of that Lovron.
Yeah.
He's
He's still around. He
Yeah, I think he wants to
transfer.
go.
He wants to
But,
go. And Gomez is going to be another gun centre
Yeah, he's
back.
going to
Give
be
him,
good too.
give him
He's
some
gonna
time.
be- But now the next window, you know that's that position, all that
That's
position's
done.
covered.
Now you look for
Now you
midfield
can
attacking
look for a
players.
midfielder. Your attacking players, I think, you can go 1 or 2 windows without getting a proper number 9.
I'll be honest,
Just
man.
to
I
fix
want
your
to
midfield.
see Origi be given that go on that number 9.
I
I've
don't
always
rate
wanted to
him.
see
I don't rate
Firmino.
Origi. I don't know why. I just
You
think
know what?
he's
He's got
missing
pace,
balls
up,
lucky.
he's strong.
He's pulled up in big moments for
Yeah,
me.
I know.
Not just big moments,
Champions
man, but think
League,
about him.
Barcelona.
The Everton game killed
Everton
it,
game
bro.
killed
But
that.
what about 23 years old? He's tall, he's got pace, he's strong, he can finish.
I
I'd
agree,
love
I
to
agree.
see Firmino in that centre attacking role. Put
I
Origi
agree.
in front of him.
But look, let's get back to what we're talking about. What went wrong with Tottenham against?
Bottle job.
What
let's say.
happened? I mean, they're losing to Newcastle. Newcastle looked. I call Newcastle one of the relegation teams.
Well,
Yeah.
think
What's
about it.
happened to Tottenham?
Last year, Tottenham, like we said, they didn't make any transfers, and they've only got a great starting 11. They don't really have
Yeah.
players coming off the
Well,
bench,
they
and
got
they played
rid-
every single game last year.
They got rid of Dembele. They replaced him with that non Dembele.
that was a big
I don't know if
loss,
he's his
man.
cousin or brother.
Yeah.
But
His uncle, his uncle.
they got rid of Llorente as well. He's on a free. He might
Oh.
come to United for some reason, but they got no number 9. If Harry Kane gets injured again this season, who are you going to put up?
Why
front?
was Ericsson starting the bench?
I don't know.
Ericsson came on for Lascelles. Sorry, not for Lascelles. What am I
You
talking
know
about? Lamella.
He-
So
he-
Lamella came off, and then Ericsson
I'm gonna
came
have a
on.
guess and say that all the rumours that he wants to leave, maybe he's not starting until he gets his head straight.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Which is
'Cause
fair enough.
Last week they got absolutely pummeled by Manchester City. So
They did. But look, this is the thing, yeah. So I know you say they don't have anything but a starting 11.
Yeah.
But with players like, Lucas Moura, Kane, Son, Ericsson, I think it's enough to beat Newcastle at home.
Son's been a bit quiet this season, and I love Son.
Son with a gun
And
last
I
season.
honestly believe Lucas Moura, he's gonna have a stellar season this season.
Yeah.
Like a full season under the belt.
We'll see. We saw him
They're
last week
important.
come off, score a goal in 17 seconds. So look, I just think it's disappointing they dropped
They
points
got a
against
big
But you
Newcastle.
can't expect Kane to play every single game and give it 110%.
But 3
But the
games
players
now.
It's
around
been a
him,
whole
you got-
season
you got-
now.
You got Dele Alli, that's I think still out.
Yeah.
But then you have to have the players around him to step up. You have to give him them balls. And if you're not giving them balls,
They have to give
you're
it
not
some
getting the result.
sort of protection.
And now this week they got Arsenal.
Yeah.
So the North London derby is this
That's gonna be a
weekend.
good game.
Both teams coming off a big loss.
Yeah.
Is that at the Emirates? Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It actually is at the Emirates. So they can't afford to drop more points. They can't afford to lose because all the pressure out of the rest.
Yeah.
You got City and Liverpool, okay. Then you got who's the next two?
Who do you think the next two are going to be so
Me-
far this season?
At the moment,
Leicester.
no. I don't know. To be honest, I still think United.
Arsenal United.
I don't know, man.
I don't
think
think
Arsenal are
I
going
don't
to make
think
it.
Arsenal.
No,
I
don't see Arsenal. I reckon they've got a lot of work to do.
I'm still sticking to my prediction at the start.
Yeah.
Where
You said Tottenham and Man United.
Tottenham and United to make top 4 and Chelsea and Arsenal to drop out because I don't know, like you haven't identified. You still got problems in the back. You could score goals, but you're gonna concede. With Chelsea rebuilding youngsters, do they have their legs on the bench? It looks like Pedro's out. He got before
That's a
in
big
the
loss.
warm up.
That's a huge loss.
I don't know how long he's out for, but
With all these players they have, they don't have there at the moment. Pedro's
so
huge.
I just think the top 4, whether it's Liverpool, City, which way it is, it's going to be close. I think this season as well. I do think both teams are gonna lose more games than last year.
Yeah.
You guys need to stop drawing games.
Yeah.
I think you guys
That's
need to
always
fight.
been our problem.
And I think you guys win the league this year.
I said it. I said it from last season. I think it might be the other way around this year.
You guys win it, they win
Liverpool-
Champions League.
Maybe Liverpool gets Premier League and City get Champions League.
Well, look,
I think that's
De
what
Bruyne
they
was missing.
really
De
want.
Bruyne was missing
That's
in
another
Champions
thing
League.
too, yeah.
That's
De
what
Bruyne
they
was missing.
really
De Bruyne
want.
is a Champions League player.
Because Guardiola was so close to going to Juventus.
Juventus.
The
And
money
he-
was on the table, everything was alright.
He'd
But
absolutely kill it
I
there too,
think
man.
he really wants Champions League at City. Otherwise, they're gonna criticize him.
Well, that's what they've been chasing, man. That's what the owners have been trying to chase, that Champions League.
And right now you guys don't need Champions League, you need
Yeah.
Premier League.
We've got too many of them, bro.
Yeah, that's right, you do. You do. You have 0 Premier League. But... Anyway,
we got the.
Friday, bro.
So what you guys are winning champion quadruple?
Man, obviously I'd want to go for that Premier League, but like I said, man, I always tell you this as well. I've been honey-dicked way too much, bro. Every season, man. Every season we're going well. And it's just, it comes to that's what makes the difference between City, United, when you guys, dominating, is those small games that you should be winning.
Yeah.
Not drawing, you should be winning. And I think that's what, that was basically the difference last year, wasn't it?
And a big question for me is, do you reckon Man City is going to join the likes of Blackburn, United, Arsenal, winning 3 Premier League titles in a row?
I can see that happening, absolutely.
Blackburn did it.
Not the Premier League.
Not the
Blackburn,
Premier
Leicester.
League,
No, sorry.
Like-
Winning English titles 3 years in a row.
3 years in a row, definitely.
Yeah,
Man, I still see City winning it this year.
City could win it this season.
In the next 3-4
as well,
seasons, man.
depending if Guardiola stays. But just before we wrap it up, this weekend's games. Burnley at home,
Yeah,
away.
No, we're versing Burnley away, yeah.
Give me a quick
That's gonna be a
prediction.
tough one.
Quick
It's a tough
prediction.
one.
It is.
That's
all
actually,
of a
like, I can't even
sudden
give you a
Burnley-
prediction. Like,
All of a sudden, Burnley become like they're
Yeah.
our bogey team. We can't even beat them the last couple of years.
and them at home, like, they've got that support there as well.
think-
And
I
because
think-
they're
I
an
think
absolute
Dyche,
high at
brilliant
the
manager.
moment.
It's the worst stadium.
Yeah.
I've ever
United's
seen.
finally playing good.
So what's your prediction? Quick one before.
I mean, I can
Yeah,
see a
back
draw, but, man, I reckon it'll be about maybe 3-1 Liverpool.
Yeah, I think 3-1.
3-1 Liverpool.
3-1 is me.
3-1 Liverpool.
United, Southampton. I think we're away. What's your prediction for that one?
I'm just happy we're playing on 9:30 on a Saturday night.
Oh yes.
We're
our
playing
free point.
2:30, bro.
That's our 3 points.
That's
1:30
brilliant for
game.
me. Look, I'd like to think 3-0. I'd like to think
Were you guys
3-0.
playing away or
Away.
Southampton. I think we're better away nowadays than home.
Yeah.
And you know what? Southampton haven't looked the greatest. I reckon you guys will get the win.
I think 3-0.
I don't know about 3-0.
I
but
want a clean sheet. That's what I want. For me, I just want a clean sheet.
And a quick one for the North London derby.
Man, I see a draw. I just
Arsenal.
Boring.
But
nil-all.
boring, like
Arsenal.
there'll be goals, but both teams can. Leak
Arsenal
goals.
3-2.
Arsenal 3-2. Another high scoring one.
That's
I
a
think
big-
last
that's a
year
high scoring
it was like
one.
2 or something.
Arsenal
High scoring.
3-2.
4-2.
Yeah.
Arsenal
I see
3-2.
it going back and
I
forth.
reckon
reckon
2-all.
2-all.
Aubameyang 2, Lacazette 1. I reckon.
I don't know.
You heard
Guys,
it
get
first.
your
BT
predictions.
Sports predictions.
Get your
Laugh.
predictions. Get all your predictions in the bottom in the comments. Don't forget, guys, to like, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here, and share the video, share it around to your friends.
You know what? If you want to
Get
be,
involved.
if you want to be on the episode as well, let us know. we know Fady's not going to be here any time. He'll come back again and
Yeah,
again. I can
definitely
guarantee
bring
you
back
that.
Again, if they win the league, definitely won't be here. I think we'll be cancelling that episode.
I reckon we'll be talking,
Fede,
bro.
Thanks for joining us
Thanks for
today.
having me, guys.
Rami, like always, Thank you, mate.
Pleasure, brother. Pleasure.
Guys, we'll see you next time. Thank
Next
you.
time.